Hello, Flosstube. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Denise, and this is Black Ribbon Stitch Studio, my little channel on YouTube about cross stitch. There goes Angel. Cross stitch. Oh boy, it's about cross stitch and crafting, and I do a bit of crochet, and I am going to talk a little bit. I don't have any crochet to show today, but I am going to talk a little bit about that later on in the video. As you can see, Angel is making an appearance today. Please excuse us for the shaking of the camera. I'm not quite sure what his issue is right now, except his issue normally is that he thinks it's time to eat, whether he's just eaten or, I hope he doesn't. Angel, please stop. Okay. I don't know whether he just thinks it's time to eat. There's food in his bowl. But, okay, so I've been getting up a little bit earlier. I normally get up at around 9, and of course I feed him. But for the past few days, I've been getting up at 8, and I feed him. So yes, his schedule is off a little. So I don't think he really knows what's going on as far as, you know, am I hungry or is it just time to eat? Okay, so anyway, hi. I hope you're all doing well. That is not at all how I intended to start this video, but there you have it. Let's see. Thank you so much for tuning in. You could also find me on Instagram and on Facebook as Black Ribbon Stitch Studio. I'd love to chat with you over there. Happy May, everyone. It's May. Yes, it is. Let me just take 2 seconds to say, you know, sometimes when I'm putting my thoughts together and taking notes and so forth for the video, some things you're like, no, I'm not going to say that. And then I get on the video, I'm like, yes, I'm going to say that. So here we go. So today is May 9th. Today is the 5th anniversary of the day that my son passed away from heart failure. Surprisingly, I am doing well. But you know what? I'm not even going to say surprisingly. Guys, I'm doing a lot of work. Okay, I'm doing a lot of work to be okay. And so I think the work is paying off. But I just thought that I wouldn't feel right if I didn't mention that that's what today is. And yet here I am recording a video. So, other than that, there's not much going on. We did have a power outage a few days ago, which was a few days before the major storm that we had going on here yesterday. So that was kind of interesting. Like, I don't still know, although I cannot say I investigated or anything, but I have no idea why it was kind of widespread. And the lights went out at around 7:30 in the evening, and it was not restored until about 2 a.m. Thankfully, I have great neighbors. When the lights went out, I said, yep, I'm going downstairs because that's where they're all going to be. So we made the best of it. We made the best of it. When it got late and I got tired, I came upstairs and I went to bed. So we're all fine. The family is fine. Nothing is official yet, although today is Thursday, but nothing is official yet. But my daughter has returned to work. She works from home, but she does have to make an appearance occasionally in the office. So I may be doing some babysitting on a temporary basis until she can settle in with something permanent. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'll keep you guys posted. We'll see what happens, right? Of course, I'm excited. Of course, you know, I would do that every day, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So if you're ready, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's talk about stitching. Thank you so much, guys, for your questions and comments. I really, really enjoyed them as I try to let you know each time I record a video. I really do enjoy you guys' comments. And I like to go over them at the beginning of the video so that everyone in this little community can be up to date with what is happening. So, regarding the shaded stitchery chart that I shared last time called Fly High Faith, Becky commented that she used to work as an elementary librarian and they had books by Faith Ringgold, and If a Bus Could Talk and Tar Beach were her favorites. And she suggested that I get them for my new granddaughter, which I totally appreciate, Becky. I appreciate that recommendation. When I read your comment, I immediately went to Barnes & Noble, and I looked these books up, and they are now in my cart for the next time that I do place an order with Barnes & Noble. One of the things about this also, though, is that for my daughter's baby shower, she requested that people bring a children's book, and preferably one of their favorite children's books, and for you to write a little something special to Kyra in the book. So, I haven't given her a book yet. One of the books that I wanted to give to her was Madeline. I don't know if you remember the book, Madeline. I was obsessed with Madeline as a little girl. But I noticed that she already had Madeline in her library. So I've been looking for just the right book. And I have to say, Becky, I think Tar Beach is it. Tar Beach, I think, is it. So thank you so much, Over the Moon, for that recommendation. And now also Sheila from Sunshine Stitchers. We were talking about fabric flare fabric and whether or not we could wash it. And several people suggested that I just do a test patch. Of course, you guys know I'm extremely warm because I am doing a Flosstube, and I sit down and I automatically get hot. But anyway, okay, so we were talking about that, and several people suggested, you know, that I just do a test swatch, you know, to see if it was washable. Sheila suggested that I contact Fabric Flare and ask them if the piece is washable. Okay, that was so smart. Like, of course, contact them. So what I did, though, was I went on the website, and here is what Fabric Flare has to say about their fabric. Using the latest technology, we can create beautiful hand-dyed effect fabrics that are color fast and much more environmentally friendly. Note, although the fabric looks identical to hand-dyed, it is not actually dyed by hand. Our dyeing method is better because of the following reasons. It's washable to 212 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees Celsius. It's color fast. It's light fast. Your designs will keep without fading. The pattern consistency, so the dyed pattern you see is what you get. And it's environmentally friendly because it uses less than 1% of the dye of the next leading brand. So I'm taking that on in, and yeah, I can wash it. I can definitely wash it. I have no doubt in my mind that I can wash it. And guys, I really, really, really like Fabric Flare fabrics. Just let me put that out there. I like it so much. I'm actually thinking about looking for, and of course that depends on how long it stays in my head, right? I'm thinking about looking for a fabric of the month. If anyone has a Fabric Flare fabric of the month. So if you know of anyone, please let me know in the comments. I'm really interested in that. So thank you everyone for your comments. I really do appreciate you. And I love that you give us something to continue to talk about. Now, on to my stats. Last video was 2 weeks ago. I stitched for 7 days on 5 projects, including 2 FFOs and 2 new starts. So my new starts bring me now up to 10 starts of 24 for the year. I'm trying to have 24 starts for the year in line with Pam of Just Keep Stitching. And so now this all means that I'm still not back to my regular rotation, which I really want to get back to my regular rotation. I just keep starting things. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. When it happens, I really think that bells are going to ring. So I also spent a day kitting up 3 new projects, 2 of which I have started. I think, no, I started 1 and the other 2 are still waiting for floss, I think. Okay. And you know what, guys? It's all good. It's all good. None of it is stressing me out. And anyway, I am having so much fun. I'm just having so much fun. So there you are. There are the stats for the 2-week period. And now I will share with you my FFOs. Yes, guys, I have 2 of them. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So the first one is all the trimmings by I'm sorry. I am so silly. I'm sorry, guys. All the trimmings from Fat Quarter Shop. And I framed it myself. And here it is. Now, I'm sure you can see it is not completely straight in this frame. In fact, the actual design is not even straight. I thought, I contemplated for a moment making this a pillow, but I thought about all the frames that I have collected over this 5-year period, and I thought, girl, you better go in there and look and see if you can find a frame that's gonna fit that. I love it. Now, this fabric is not black. This is like some kind of charcoal. As you can see, it's not black. I love the way, however, I love the effect that it gives in this frame. I love the effect. Let's see. This frame, I think I bought this frame in Target, but I think we were in Virginia. My daughter and my granddaughter and I believe we were in Virginia. We stopped in to Target for God knows what, and there was this pack of 3 frames, and I grabbed those, and so here it is. Now, I can see a little bit of buckling over here, which I think is the batting. I did put either 1 or 2 layers of batting here under the stitching. I may go in and try to straighten this up. before I store it away for Christmas. But let me tell you how excited I am that I got this FFO. Yay me! Yay me! Okay, so that's one. The next FFO is the finish that I shared with you last time. And it is Santa's Snack by Madam Ice. And are you ready? I want to see it. I am so proud of this. Look at this. Will you look at this finish? Will you look at this? Okay, my bow is just a tiny bit crooked. Oh my goodness. I love him. So as you can see, I kept him in the hoop. Then what I did was I crocheted this border. Now, what I would do a little differently, I'm not sure that I like this acrylic border, but the only reason it's working for me is because it is a Christmas piece, and so, you know, it does look warm, you know, like a sweater or what have you. So I'm like, okay, well, it's fine. It's fine. We could deal with this. And then I absolutely love the way that I attached this button and ribbon to hang it. Man. And then on the back, I just have a piece of felt. I do have a couple of strings still hanging, so please forgive those. But I just put some felt on the back. I do have a couple of layers of batting in there. Look at that. Done. Done. I absolutely love it, and it's done. Packing them up and putting them away with my Christmas stuff so I can actually have some things that I could put out, some new things that I could put out this year. Wonderful. So those are my two FFOs, and we will continue to just carry on with the stitching. I had two starts. Okay, all right, I could just put that over there. The first thing that I started, I did tell you guys when I first got it that I was going to start it, and it's called Bunny's Bakery. And it is a from a Fat Quarter Shop, Stitch Quarterly. This is by Etso Emma. And it was the Fat Quarter Shop Stitch Quarterly of March 2024. And that's what it's going to look like when it's done. I worked on this, I believe, only one day because I said I was just gonna, I'm just working on starts for a day. It is, okay, I'm stitching it on 14 count Magical Clouds Ada by Fabric Flare using the Call for DMC floss. And this is how far I got. I do believe I stitched on this, as I said, for a day. Let me tell you guys, especially if you're new here, what is it? What am I considering a day? If I can get 2 strands of floss in there before I get interrupted or before I get distracted, that's a day. There are times that I sit down to stitch and I get 1 strand of floss in and then I get distracted. And so I don't call that a day. I pick it up the next day and go on. So in any event, I stitched on this for a day. The lighting is kind of strange today because it's very gloomy, still rainy, cloudy. And when that happens, it's like almost impossible to get the lighting together. But anyway, there we are. There we are. That's my start. And this is now going into the whip pile. All right. So I'm really happy with that. And that was called Bunny's Bakery. Fat Quarter Shop. It's so Emma. Next I have I also started, here's another one, guys. I started Cat on the Moon, and it's by William, and this is what it's going to look like when it's done. If you'll notice, the photo is in color. I was able to print in color. Why? Because my daughter convinced me to just go ahead and enroll in the HP Instant Ink program. So that I could just stop the nonsense and stop the shenanigans. And so I did, and so now I'm able to print in color again. Hopefully this is going to save me some issues going forward. So this is what Cat in the Moon is going to look like when it's done. Notice I said when it's done because it's not done. I stitched on it for a day. I really thought I was going to be able to do the whole thing in a day, but sometimes it's just not how my brain works. I just need you to know that. Sometimes it's just not how my brain or my life or my day works. So first, I had to make some floss drops. So I had this deck of cards. My stepdaughter sent these to me. And I wanted to make floss drops out of them before I started stitching. So, you know, that takes time, right? I just stick the number of the floss on it. All right, so I had to make the floss drops first. And then I sat down to stitch. And this is how far I got. And notice it is still in the hoop because I'm not taking this out of the hoop. I'm not taking this out of the hoop. I'm going to finish this. Goodness gracious. Yes, I'm going to finish this. Like, right away. Right away. So that was Cat on the Moon. That's how far I got. And life is just pretty funny, isn't it? It's just really, really funny. Okay. The next thing that I stitched on was a whip. And it is Christmas Shelf by Riolis. And this was a gift from Memphis Sarah E. And this is what it's going to look like when it's done. Sarah said she sent this to me. She thought of me when she saw this because of how pink it is. And I love pink. And she was so right. And I also love clocks. So it was a win-win. I had to start it right away. And this is how far I got. I'm stitching it on all of the kit stuff, which is 14 count. The fabric is 14 count flaxen Aida. And it uses the wool acrylic thread. And this is how far I've gotten. I think we can see through this. So let me put something behind it. This is how far I've gotten on that. That's pretty good. I'm trying to remember. I think I may be all the way to the end on this side. I think I made it all the way to the end. I'm not positive because it's been a few days since I stitched on it. And gosh, I really wish the light were better, but this is what we get, right? And that middle portion is just, you know, like layers and layers and layers, and then we get to the clock. Got a couple of candles here. So, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. I stitched on it for 7 days. Altogether, I stitched on it for 7 days. And so now it is going back into the whip pile. Or into the whip pile. So that was a lot of fun to work on. And yeah, it was good because I've never, of course, worked with the wool acrylic threads. And for me, they were fine. They They were absolutely fine. So that's a good one to stitch on. It's by Riolis. The next thing, of course, that I stitched on was Charlotte by Mirabilia. Now, Christmas shelf, I have no starting photo, if you notice. Charlotte, I did not take a starting photo either. And this is what Charlotte is going to look like when she's done. I am now down here on the green part of the sash. And I believe I have one, see this very bottom portion of green. I'm right above that, I do believe. Okay. And so I'm stitching her on 32 count Cecil Lugana by Seraphim Fabrics using all of the call for DMC. And I, of course, did a skin and hair conversion. And here she is now, guys. Here she is. We are just coming along. And I have mentioned to you before that I'm going to feel like I am in the home stretch once I get past this green, once I get past the sash and start stitching the pink of her actual dress again, I'm going to feel like I'm in the home stretch. Because I know that there's more, the green part of the sash, then there's some more blue. But when I get back to that pink, I'm going to start getting excited. But as for now, I'm really happy still stitching on her. I stitch on her every Monday for Mirror Monday, which is the brainchild baby of Lisa of Cross by Floss. And I'm planning to always have a mirror going on Mondays. So when I finish Charlotte, I'll just move on to the next Mirabilia. I'm loving it. Loving it. Okay, now. And the last whip that I stitched on, I'm doing a lot of shaking, camera shaking today, right? I'm so sorry. I pulled out Flowers and Bees, which was a stitch along by Doreen Jones. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. This is actually just one portion of the chart. This is the portion. This was the first portion. This is the part I'm working on now. I think there are like 10 parts to this. But I did look to see if I could find a photo of the entire thing, and I could not find that. So what I will be doing going forward is I will be showing you, at the very least, the photo of the part that I'm working on. So there it is. I am stitching this on 25 count white Lugana using the called for DMC. And here is where I am. I love it. There are a lot of color changes in this. And so, for instance, in this flower, in each petal of this flower, there are either 3 or 4 colors. You can, I don't know if you can see, but on the border and right here are, I'm sure they are specialty stitches that have a name, but they are simply listed on this chart as back stitches. So if you know the name of these stitches, can you let me know? But I'm having a really good time stitching on this. I like this project a lot. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. If I'm not mistaken, Shelly, the Serendipities, I always call her Serendipity. I'm so sorry, Shelly. Serenity Stitcher is also stitching on this. I don't know that, I'm not sure that she's done with it, but you may want to check with her. I will link to her in the description box below so that you can go check out her videos and see where she is on this. She's much further along than I am. But I do love this project. I stitched on this for 2 out of the 4 days that I want to stitch on it. So I'll be stitching on it for 2 more days. And then I will check in with you guys with that progress. See how far I can get in 2 more days. So, as I said, that's all for my actual stitching. So I just want to share with you some Stitchy kindness. And this is a kit. This kit was left in the lounge by one of my neighbors, and I saw it and I made sure nobody else wanted it, and then I just grabbed it up. And it's called God Sent Special Things. It's by Design Works, and you can see it has kitties, and so everything about it works for me. Everything about it works for me. So I grabbed it. Cute, right? It's adorable. So I was happy about that. And so I have no investments or any of that for you this week, guys. So we're just going to move straight into giveaway winners, okay? We're going to go right into giveaway winners. Before I announce the winners, though, let me just say to you guys, if you, and I'm bringing this up because this did happen, if you do not receive your giveaway winnings, can you let me know? I have tracking numbers for everything that I send out, but let me know if something goes wrong and you don't get it or something. Okay, I just want to know. So giveaway winners from the last video. We have You're My Sunshine by It's So Emma. It was a Fat Quarter Shop Stitch Quarterly chart. And I can't stand the lighting today. I wonder what happens if I turn it off. Dare I? Let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Wow, that might be even a little more tolerable. Let's find out. Let's find out. I don't like that there's like no light on my face, but you're here for stitching. Okay. So, okay, it is You Are My Sunshine, and the winner of this is Becky Wilson 3425. Becky Wilson 3425, congratulations. Please email me at designmorris1@gmail.com, which is also listed in the description box below, so that you can give me your mailing address and I can put this in the mail for you. Thank you. The next one is Chicken Club, Edna, number 7 of 12. And the winner of Chicken Club is Dana Boyce. Congratulations, Dana. Dana, please do email me at designmorris1@gmail.com so that you could give me your mailing address and I can put this in the mail for you. There's more. There's more. We also, I was also giving away stackables for July. And the winner of this one is Jane Totten. Congratulations, Jane. Send me an email and I will get this in the mail to you when you give me your mailing address. And last but not least, on last video's giveaway, we have Seasonal Stitchy Stars, the quilt pattern. And the winner of this is Dawn at Enchanting Stitching. Hey, Dawn, you know the drill. Shoot me a note, girl, and I'll put this in the mail for you. Congratulations to all of the winners. Oh, excuse me for that. Don't forget to send me an email so I can get it out to you. I'm happy to say that people have really been good about following up on their giveaways. I don't have anything hanging back and waiting, and it's great. And I love it. I love it so much. So thank you, guys. This is my way of thanking you for watching and subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much. So, of course, I have giveaways this week. This week, it's just ever so slightly different. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Project bags. Look at that. We have project bags. Yes. And so we're gonna have 3 winners. So the first bag, these are some of the newer colors of the Fat Quarter Shop project bags. They are 10.5 by 13 by 3 1/4 Mad for Plaid project bags. Okay, the first one is called Pumpkin, and these are the words that you're going to use these words in your comment if you are interested in winning these project bags. The first one is pumpkin. The second one is lilac. I had to make sure that's what it was. It's lilac. And the third one is burlap. So if you are interested in winning one of these Mad for Plaid project bags, please do live in the United States. Please do be a subscriber. I do check, guys, because these are prizes that are designated for my subscribers. Please be over the age of 18 so that you will legally be able to give me your mailing address. And please do like this video. It helps. I meant to tell you guys when I started recording, yes, there is a stain on my shirt because that's the kind of day I'm having. I was all dressed and I was putting on my makeup, and my makeup never drips. And it dripped today on my shirt, and I said, well, we either go with the drip or we don't make a video. Because that's the kind of day I'm having. Anyway, please enter the giveaway if you are interested in any of those project bags. Do not use the word giveaway or prize or free or anything like that that might draw, trolls to the comment section. And I appreciate it, and I will announce winners on my next video. Now, I'm gonna tell you what my plans are, coming up. Now, I've been crocheting. I told you guys I've been crocheting. I've been stitching during the day, and then in the evening after dinner, I settle down and I start crocheting. So that turns into me now. I'm preparing for a shop update. I have a shop on Etsy. If you didn't know that, there is a link to my Etsy shop in the description box below. So I've been kind of preparing for a shop update, which is sort of, I like to do collections. And so I have one collection complete and I'm working on another collection. I'll share those things with you guys when I have some photos. I just didn't, I didn't want to, like bring them out and show them on the video until I've got my photos in place and so forth and so on. So that's coming up. Stay tuned for that. And I have an order coming in from 123 Stitch. So I'll be able to share that with you on the next video. I will have at least one new start by the time you see me next. And hopefully I will have a video in 2 weeks. Like I said, I might be babysitting, so we never know. We never know how that might affect one's schedule. So that's the plan. That's the plan, that I'll be back in 2 weeks. I want to thank you so much for those of you who bought me a coffee. If you're interested in supporting my channel, there is a link to buy me a coffee in the description box below. I use the proceeds from Buy Me a Coffee to help with the shipping of giveaways, because I always do giveaways because I love it. Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and please do leave me a comment. I want to talk to you. I want to know what's up. Tell me what's up. So I'm going to leave you with some words of inspiration, as I love to do on every single video. Guys, when problems feel too big, focus on the little things you love. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.